Get Fit with Fox is sponsored by Gold's Gym.
If you're looking to add a little something to your workout, small pieces of equipment might make a huge difference. Fitness expert Patty Butrim is joining us with details on how you use a Bosu plate.
Absolutely.
And there's already been a discussion of whether it's a Bosu ball or plate. Does it matter? Like if you flip it on that side, it's a plate, the other side, it's a ball?
You know, we can compromise on that, definitely. And it's not so much what it's called, but how you use it, right?
Exactly. So what do we do with it?
So I'm going to do some upper body with this first. And what we call this is a piece of equipment that's an unstable modality. Meaning when we use this, we're engaging our core a lot more and those smaller muscles a lot more than if we're just doing these exercises on the ground or a mat or something. So I'm going to show you a couple little combinations. I have it flipped over so it's a plate now, I guess. So I'm going to do mountain climbers and a push-up. So for the mountain climbers, I'm bringing my knees up, getting a little cardio in there, and I'm doing a push-up. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mountain climbers and push-up. And
that's tough because you've got to keep the balance. I mean, it's shaky, so you've got to hold really.
Exactly, and that's where my core is coming in.
That's a good one.
So I'm keeping that nice and tight the entire time.
Right.
And doing that little combination.
And so how many times would you do that, or do you do that for a certain length of time?
Yeah, so this is one of the ones I would do for a certain length of time. I do a HIIT style circuit with this. So I'd do a minute of that, then I'd switch to another exercise. So for this, for example, I can flip it over. So now it's a ball, right? And I'm actually gonna sit on here and do my sit-ups. Leaning back and up and back and up. And this is a lot more challenging than if I were just doing it on a mat or on the floor, because once again, I have to balance myself in this position. And then the other element that I would add to this little circuit here, you can actually use this as a weight as well. So you can take it, press it above your head, bring it to your chest, press it out to your chest.
How much does that weigh? How heavy is that?
This is only about 5 pounds. But if you do that for a solid minute at a good pace, you're still getting that workout. Also, just the fact that it's large and kind of bulky, you're using a lot of muscles that you wouldn't normally throughout the day. So I would do that whole circuit that we just did, and I'd repeat that about 10 times during a minute of each. Get that heart rate up, get some cardio in.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, so that's all upper body and core. So next time we're going to talk about how you use this to get some lower body exercises in.
Get Fit with Fox is sponsored by Gold's Gym.
We are back with fitness expert Patty Butrim from Gold's Gym. Now, the last hour we were working our upper body using the Bosu plate. Now, she has tips for us on some lower body exercises and how we can once again go back to this and use this to get the work done.
Absolutely. I'm going to do another little HIIT circuit here that you would do minute intervals. The first one, we're going to do a little step up on here, alternating legs. Getting a pretty quick motion there. And would you mind demoing that for me?
I want to try it because, yes, I just want to see how much... because you got to keep that balance right here, because then this core engagement. So that's why this is a good exercise.
Absolutely. Feel how that's a lot more unstable than if you're just doing that on the ground. You get better exercise.
But I kind of like it because it's different than just doing step-ups at the gym. I mean, like, it's just another piece of equipment. Add some interest. How many times you can do
the same thing? Definitely. So there are a couple other things we can do with this as well. Get those hamstrings engaged and get a little dynamic movement in there. I'm actually going to hop up and down this time. I'm also working that calf muscle as I do that. And switching legs. I would do each leg for a minute there.
Oh, for a minute? You're going to do that for a minute? You're going to be tired.
Absolutely.
That's going to burn a few seconds.
That one out if you want. Yeah,
sure. Let's see.
Get a little hop in there.
Oh,
there you go.
It may drop my... I'll hold on to my equipment. There you go. So I don't drop that. But that's definitely...
quite the workout.
And even if you just did it with just the lunge, like we do this on the bench, that's a good one.
And that's a good point too for people who can't do that jumping movement. You can also do it without the jump, still getting that workout without hurting yourself if you have an injury or something like that. What I would do for a finisher, just in case you're not totally exhausted, is the classic burpee with a little twist. So I'm gonna take my, this one I'll do. I'm gonna take my plate, squat down, press up with the jump, and I go down into a push-up after that. getting back in
and
that
you do that
position.
for a minute, or you do that for time?
I would try.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't make it all the way through that, but that would be that burnout. Just to get the muscles totally fatigued at that point. Finish your workout strong.
So the Bosu plate, it's just this piece of equipment, or does it come in different sizes, different things? You know, like when you get the bands, it's different sizes, different resistance, or if you get dumbbells or kettlebells, it's all different.
Right.
Is this just the piece of equipment itself?
There are actually several different, basically how much this is inflated. You can get different sizes there. So this one's actually a pretty large Bosu plate. I would start with something smaller to work on the balance. This one would be more of a one for someone who's more advanced, just because it's a lot more unstable than the smaller ones.
Oh, the other ones would have more grip, like you could sink your foot into
exactly,
it.
Exactly. And I'd also suggest trying any of these activities on the ground or mat before hopping on the plate there.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for joining in, too.
It was always a good time.